Good morning. On this Lord's Day, my name is Bill Reimer, and I work at the Regent College Bookstore. And I'm back with the Regent Bookstore Pick of the Day. And for the occasion, I've invited up some friends. Welcome. I'll give you five guesses as to what the pick of the day is today. And you won't need that, I'm sure, because, of course, the pick of the day is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Seriously, though, this book has been a pilgrim's progress for me. It is a journey, a quest. It enters a world of evil, difficulty, hardship, sin, temptation, but also there is goodness, friendship, forgiveness, the loosening of burdens. There is a destination, and there is a home to return to. And it has been that kind of pilgrim's progress for me over the course of my life. And the only times I've actually read it are to my sons, and I need to read it again. One of the good things about growing old is that you rediscover things for almost the first time, but you do have new recognitions about it. Various things that whether it's a movie one watches or a book one reads, there are new discoveries and new insights about yourself and the world about you. And with that in mind, I thought I would return to the book, and I was looking through it yesterday and came to the spot where Sam has rescued Frodo from the Tower of Cirith Ungol, and they escape. They travel through briars and thorns. Frodo says some of the thorns were a foot long, but they come to a resting place just on the just as they're about to cross the dreadful plain of Gorgoroth, and they stop for a rest. And I'll just read that passage there. "Now you go to sleep first, Mr. Frodo," he said. That's Sam. "It's getting dark again. I reckon this day is nearly over." Frodo sighed and was asleep almost before the words were spoken. Sam struggled with his own weariness, and he took Frodo's hand. And there he sat silent till deep night fell. Then at last, to keep himself awake, he crawled from the hiding place and looked out. The land seemed full of creaking and cracking and sly noises, but there was no sound of voice or foot. Far above the Ephel Duath in the west, the night sky was still dim and pale. There, peeping among the cloud rack above a dark tor high up in the mountains, Sam saw a white star twinkle for a while. The beauty of it smote his heart. As he looked up out of the forsaken land, and hope returned to him. For like a shaft, clear and cold, the thought pierced him that in the end the shadow was only a small and passing thing. There was light and high beauty forever beyond its reach. His song in the tower had been defiance rather than hope, for then he was thinking of himself. Now, for a moment, his own fate and even his master's ceased to trouble him. He crawled back into the brambles and laid himself by Frodo's side. And putting away all fear, he cast himself into a deep, untroubled sleep. That is a passage for our times of pandemic. And I don't need to interpret that for you, but a powerful passage. We do list a number of other resources in this tweet or Facebook posting, and one is called Tolkien Treasures by Catherine McGilwaith. This is the condensed version of a exhibit that was at the Bodleian Library in Oxford about a year and a half ago. And my son and daughter-in-law brought it to us as a gift. There is a larger one as well. This is the condensed version, and we'll list that one as well. And you can buy them on our Aereo fulfillment service site. A biography of Tolkien is called J.R.R. Tolkien, a biography by Humphrey Carpenter, which is highly recommended. There is another forthcoming book in June by John Garth, a Tolkien scholar, published by Princeton University Press, entitled Tolkien's Worlds, the Places That Inspired the Writer's Imagination. And I'm looking forward to that one. You can pre-order it, and it should be out on June the 9th. I should mention also, several years ago, we were in Oxford and went to Mass with our friends Matt and Leanne Thomas. And afterwards, a novice there, one of the clergy in training, took us on a little bit of a tour and showed us Stations of the Cross. And there were Roman soldiers depicted in the drawings at each station, and they looked rather orc-like. And sure enough, it turns out that Tolkien attended Mass at Blackfriars there regularly in 1929 when he was writing The Lord of the Rings. And so if you look at those drawings and compare them to Tolkien's drawings of orcs, you'll see the resemblance. And we've included photos that Matt has very kindly shared with us. We've included them with this link, and you can find them there. Also, the Bodleian Library has a whole series of podcasts on Tolkien. There may be eight or 10 of them, I believe, and we'll include the link for those as well. So blessings to you on this day, whatever situation that you and your loved ones find yourselves. God be with you.